Hi there, good morning. My name is Giuseppe Galifi. I'm a registered physiotherapist, certified sport therapist, as well as a pro trainer. And today I'm doing a presentation on flexibility. Part of a One Roof presentation here at Kelly Jacobs, your one-stop shop for all your interior design needs. So let's talk a little bit about flexibility today. First of all, what is flexibility? Why is it so important? Well, before I start, I want to get you guys to keep in mind that flexibility is extremely important, but a lot of times it treats symptoms. It doesn't actually treat problems. You're going to learn in my next video that strength is extremely important. But let's talk about the definition of flexibility first of all. So first of all, flexibility is a range of motion around a joint or a series of joints. It can be restricted not only by structures like bone, but also things like connective tissue and muscle as well. It can improve. I think this is a key point to keep in mind, that flexibility can improve with training. Let's talk about the purpose. There's a lot of reasons why we stretch, okay? The first one to keep in mind is enhancing your aerobic and muscular conditioning, really important part of stretching. Also, the biggest thing we think of when we think about stretching is preventing and reducing the incidence of injury. Enhanced body awareness, and believe it or not only increased physical recovery, but increased mental recovery with flexibility training. So what are additional benefits? Reduce stress and tension in those exercising muscles. That's why you see so many athletes or so many people going to the gym and before they actually do an activity to loosen up those muscles a little bit. Improve posture and muscular balance. I've said this before, posture is the root of all evils, and stretching can help prevent bad posture. Reduce risk of injury, improve performance in things like your activities of daily living, exercise, sports. How often do we do it? Well, as for CanFit Pro, we always use the FIT principle: frequency, intensity, time type. So how often do you stretch? You know what? You can stretch every single day, 7 days a week. Intensity, stretching, no matter what anybody tells you, it should never be painful. You should feel light tension in the muscle, no pain, okay? You want to achieve a bit of tension in the muscles, but you also want to remember to breathe. Believe it or not, breathing during stretching actually relaxes the muscles and allows you to get a better stretch out of them. Time. You know what? At the beginning or at the end of the workout, after a nice cool down, 5 to 10 minutes. That's all you need. It's really important. Do it. Make time for it. Okay? Now we're going to talk about the types of stretching. This is really important, guys. A lot of people ask me, Giuseppe, before a workout, what should I do? Should I do static or dynamic? Before I can answer that question, the first thing I have to do is tell you about each. Static stretching. Really, really simple, guys. Let's give you an example. Here's my growing muscle on the inside, or my adductors. Now, if I'm going to stretch, I might just do a side lunge, just a side sway. If I sit there and I hold that side sway for 30 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, do it 2 to 3 times, guess what I've just done? A static stretch. What are the benefits of static stretching? Well, they're easy to teach. They're safe for the general public, and they can be done anywhere. But there are limitations. You generally only get improvements in the positions that you're actually stretching, believe it or not. And they're better suited for non-competitive athletes or Joe public in general. Let's talk about dynamic stretching. Now, let's take that same example. I showed you the side sway for the adductors. What if I were to work into that and slowly work out of it? Only hold it for a second or two and then work out of it. Guess what you just did? You did a dynamic stretch. And there's pros and cons to that too. It's extremely useful for athletes. It works best in conditioned athletes, conditioned individuals. But it must be done properly or it can definitely result in injuries. Very, very important to keep that in mind. Let's go back to my question earlier. What do you do at the beginning of a workout? Do you start off with static, a held stretch, or do you start off with dynamic? Well, let me explain. At the beginning of the workout, research has shown that dynamic stretching is actually more important, okay? You've got filaments in your muscle called myosin and actin. They're microfilaments. If you stretch statically, the overlap in those finger-like projections is reduced. And see, for example, before a soccer game, you're stretching there, you're really cranking on those muscles, doing lots of static stretching, and you go to kick that soccer ball. Well, the overlap is reduced, and after that kick, you might actually strain your muscle. So with dynamic stretching, say for example, moving in for the adductor, bringing the leg out repeatedly. You see the active athletes doing this all the time. They do it through motion. That does not cause as much of a decreased biomechanical advantage in the muscle, and there's actually less chance of injury. So the answer is, before a workout, dynamic. A little bit of static, but mainly dynamic. After a workout, a little bit of dynamic, but lots of static. That's really, really important to prevent DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. So, to sum up, always with your stretching, work within your limits. Breathe. Focus on your major muscle groups first. Warm up first. Never stretch cold. Walk around the track. Do a run or a couple laps around the field. Very, very important. You can modify your stretching. You can focus on single or multiple joints. Stretching positions. You can work through different available ranges of motion. You can change the lever arm, so making it longer or shorter. You can also go against gravity or have a gravity-assisted stretch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you're suffering from flexibility problems, please feel free to visit us at Studio 2 Wellness, your one-stop shop for all your wellness needs. We're at studio2wellness.ca or at 416-994-8608. Thanks so much. Have a great day.